okay. It's always a tough act to follow after these amazing speakers, and I know I'm probably withholding you from dinner or the rest of your day. So I'll make my remarks brief, but I just wanted to really acknowledge what a wonderful space this has been. So wonderful to have a conference that centers LGBTQ seniors. Oftentimes, as many of the other speakers said, it's an afterthought, or it's something that gets not even touched upon. But to have dedicated time for a conference like this is so powerful. So thank you to the organizers. It's not easy to put together any conference, and even more so challenging during a global pandemic, and shifting technologies and pivoting is needed. So thank you so much to Avenidas and the steering committee and the group for all the time, all of the blood, sweat, and tears. I know it's a challenge to do a big lift like this, and to keep going forward when there's so many things that are pulling for our time and attention. So thank you so much. And thank you to all of you who have opened up your laptops and your homes to this conversation. I love seeing all your beautiful faces, people who are doing really great work across the county, our true leaders, our LGBTQ seniors and allies, and some of us who are aspiring LGBTQ elders. What a privilege it must be to be wise and fabulous all at the same time. This is so important, again, this conference, and what we've learned. If we've learned anything in the last 10 months of being in this global pandemic, shelter in place, and really reflecting on ourselves and our community and our space, is really the power of community and the power of community voice. And it's so fitting that this conference was about empowerment and connection, that not even the toughest times could cancel our empowerment and our connection, and that we need each other more than ever. And so for that, hopefully you will allow me to engage with you in some call and response. And so here's what we're gonna say. We're gonna say, I count, I matter, I'm valued. All right, so ready on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I count, I matter, and I'm valued.
I'm valued.
And so as I summarize the day, I want you to remember those 3 phrases. I'm going to ask you to call them out as I summarize our day, because we've done so much in just a matter of a couple hours. Today, we were reminded of the power, wonderful power of imagination and agency. We heard from our supervisor, Simidian, about the initiative that they have taken as elected officials to move forward in action and funding this work, actually putting dollars behind what they're saying. And we heard from Fred Luskin, who reminded us to create our own sense of safety, to add resiliency by finding human kindness, stillness, and gratitude, because I count, I matter, I'm valued. And now, now I know as well who I'm gonna grab to drag bingo. I'm gonna take Lucky Connie, and I'm gonna go to happy hour with Donna, because she had that wonderful gift basket. And maybe I'll go shopping with Rick, because he has the gift card. Again, building community and being able to connect with each other. And then things happen for a reason, right? I have a hard time choosing workshops, and so then I got to see both of the ones that are scheduled at that time. We heard from Karen, an open house, and Consuelo with the Office of Supportive Housing. And now I'm left wondering, when are we going to get LGBTQ senior housing in Santa Clara County? And so I want you to keep asking that question. I want you to keep telling Supervisor Submidian why, when are we getting that? Tell everyone around you, when are we getting LGBTQ supportive housing? Because I count, I matter, and I'm valued. I think we go into that same sentiment with Diane and Dan talking about legal change in tax law, and remembering that it was LGBTQ seniors, it was an LGBTQ senior, Eddie Windsor, was able to change that, tax law with the striking down of Defense of Marriage Act. We were reminded to do some stretching and connect with our bodies. So thank you, Jenny, because again, our bodies matter, our bodies count, our bodies should be valued. We had 2 more amazing opportunities. And then I want to, before we leave, share with you some of the great work that we're doing in our office. I want to introduce you to Daniel Moretti, who you'll see in your gallery with a wonderful rainbow flag backdrop and a printed shirt. He's fantastic. He's actually leading the efforts in Santa Clara County in the launching of a senior LGBTQ senior study. We're going to do a survey locally because, as you know, data is really hard to come by. We have some at the national level, but we don't have any at the local level. And so now we are doing that. We're getting that because we count, because we matter, and because we are valued. And the way that we show that is with data and with resources to back that up. So I need all of you to fill out that survey once it launches in the spring, to be part of the advisory committee to make sure that we are sending it out far and wide, and for you to let your networks know. In Santa Clara County, we are committed to LGBTQ senior wellness and longevity. We've created programs, trainings, policies, because we know that you are the leaders of the past, of the present, and of the future. You are the leaders, period. And so we're doing so much. We have made an investment. When we say we care, when we say we value, when we say we prioritize, we're also adding budget dollars to that. We're also making sure that we're funding the resources that are doing the work. You know, the fact that Avenida said, yes, let's do this. We said, great, let's pilot this. Let's put some action and some resources behind it. And we hope to grow this even more. I also want to share with you that San Jose just recently opened the community district. As Tom said, check it out, be in community. Right now is when we want to be most connected, most empowered. I also want to share with you a wonderful resource that you can do from home. You can explore the Queer Silicon Valley History website. This is a project of our beloved Ken Yeager. He did a wonderful job through Baymac Foundation of gathering photos and stories and videos of what LGBTQ history has been here in Silicon Valley. So this is a great, another opportunity for you to listen to our story, be part of your own storytelling, and show up in this place, in our home of Santa Clara County, in the most fantastic, fabulous, queer out, and proud way that you can be. And again, because you count, you matter, and you are valued. So thank you so much to Avenidas for this wonderful space. I've learned so much. I've connected with all of you and hope that we can continue the connection, continue the partnership, and continue to feel empowered and in community together.